Hey guys, welcome back to The Buzz. I'm Tiara Bree, and today I am sitting with Ken Boston of Dale Carson Law. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very good. Thanks a whole bunch for asking that.
Thank you for joining us. So I want to talk a little bit about how you got involved with Dale Carson Law. What got you involved?
Well, I was a former prosecutor, and then there was a change of leadership at the top of the prosecutor's office. And at that time, I was no longer a prosecutor, and I was then associated with Dale Carson Law.
Okay, and what all do you specialize in there?
We do mainly criminal law,
Okay.
and when I say criminal, we handle everything from some traffic citations through misdemeanors and up through all the felonies.
Okay, and what cases specifically have you all tried so far since you've been there?
Well, in my almost 8 years, we have tried many cases, including misdemeanor cases. We've actually tried, not myself, but other members of the firm have actually tried traffic tickets, all the way down to traffic tickets. But we've also tried cases all the way up to murder in the first degree, yes.
And what do people typically come to you all for? More so the traffic tickets or more so?
More so the
severe?
more serious cases. We have a law firm where first the leadership of the firm, Mr. Dale Carson, is a former FBI agent and a former police officer. So he has a lot of knowledge and expertise from both sides of the fence. And then I, as a former prosecutor, long-term prosecutor, have a large amount of experience doing up to the most serious type of felonies. And sometimes people come to us because they do have some very serious charges against them. And many times the families seek a law firm that has deep experience in handling the more serious cases, including being able to take those cases all the way to trial.
Definitely. And what do you think has been the most memorable case in your career?
In my career as a defense attorney,
Yes.
I've had several very memorable ones. Probably the most memorable is a case that I end up trying this year, wherein a young mother was charged with aggravated manslaughter of her own young child. And in that case, we took the case all the way to a jury trial and before citizen jury. And we were able to achieve for that young mother a verdict of not guilty and return her to her family and to her community. And that was a very big thing for us. I was very proud that night after the jury verdict that I walked her out of the courtroom and gave her back and presented her back to her parents.
That is amazing. Great job. That is an awesome verdict.
Very
And
fun.
I'm sure. And what is your favorite part about being a lawyer?
I like solving problems. People come to you as an attorney in all facets of law because there's a problem. The problems that our clients have sometimes are a little different than others because many problems deal just with money. Ours deal with freedom. And when a person is facing losing freedom for long periods of time, then it becomes more of a challenge. And it is very rewarding working with the families to achieve for that person and for the family the best possible outcome.
I got you. And for the most difficult part, what do you think that is about being a lawyer?
Sometimes you have a situation where the case is insurmountable, where you go through and you do your best applying all your experiences, but sometimes you have to tell the client and the family that this case is very strong and that this person is going to face a conviction and perhaps a large amount of incarceration.
Definitely so. I can imagine having to tell someone that. Very strong.
Yes.
And with the Dale Carson Law Group, what do you think is the best part about working there?
We have a small firm. We only have 4 attorneys. And so when you got a small firm, you have complete autonomy. What you have to do is assess your cases, work your cases aggressively, and you have to think of as many assets that you can to apply toward helping your clients. And you have to be free and you have to be able to apply all your initiative without a lot of supervision.
Okay, and then being available to them, do you think that's what makes you all, different from all the other law firms here in Jacksonville?
One of the things that makes us different is that we are available.
Okay.
We do meet with our clients and their families because when a person is facing a legal matter, it's actually the whole family.
Yeah.
And sometimes with their whole church and with the ministers and all. And that makes us different because we are very accessible and we are very flexible in terms of meeting and taking care of the things we need to do for our clients.
Definitely so. And if somebody wanted to contact you all for your services or needed some help, how could they contact you?
Online, you can find us at dalecarsonlaw.com, DaleCarsonlaw.com, or you can call us in the with the old-fashioned telephone, area 904-355-6777.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
And thank you all for tuning in. We will see you next time at The Buzz.